Okay, hi folks. This is activity YY21, and the intention is for you to make a mold for this plastic parts that's being injection molded. Now, remember, the way I did this problem in class is that I created this thing as a body, and then you did a Boolean operation in order to remove it from a block that was sitting in the part body. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. I will, let's see now, I'll start with the part file. These units, I'm assuming that we're going to ignore the dimensions. The dimensions are not given. And so to start with the part file, and I'm going to call it my uh, injection 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 molded part. How about that? All right. Now, what happens is that this uh, name is going to go on the very top. And if I do file save management, this is going to be the default name that is going to be used. If I had left it at part one as it was, then when I do the file save management, you can it's going to use part one as the name unless you change it. So because if you do it the very first time, you don't have to change that. It's already going to be right there. So file, save management. You see, notice that the file name is already this. Okay, save as. Now I have I have week 2, and this is where it's going to go. And the part name, I'm going to call this thing YY21. For my own reference, I'm going to use Y121 and say OK. So in that folder, there is a part file by the name YY21, not by the name my injection model part. Okay. Now let's go make it. So on this horizontal plane, let me insert a body. So that's where the injection molded pod is going to go. And notice it's underlined, so whatever I do is going to be in this body number 2. There is no body 1. Catia starts with the after part body, it is part body 2. Okay? And then 3 and 4, etc. So on that plane, I will sketch. Now, this looks like a hexagon. So there is a hexagon option somewhere here. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's this, right? Polygon. And I'm going to make it a hexagon, of course, right there. Dimensions are not important. All right. And then it looks like there is a keyway here. So why don't I do that? A keyway. So let me make something that looks like that. You can change these things later on. Oh, it's not the right size though. Let me cancel that. I suppose I will have to go down. Oh, maybe not. I'll have to go up. Yeah. Okay, fine. And on purpose, I'm not going to draw this circle here. I will leave it the way it is, exit. And then we pad it. And I'm going to make it, for example, symmetric so that this XY, this plane that I selected is actually, which was XY plane, by the way, is exactly halfway between top and the bottom. I'll make this in maybe 0.2 to see how it looks like. Oops, 0.2. It's easy to make a mistake like comma 2. Preview. A little bit smaller, maybe 0.25. So half 0.25 up, 0.25 down. And yeah, so preview. That's better. Say okay. All right. On that top face, I will sketch. I will sketch. Because if I drew a circle there, it would have been a hole here. Okay, and then probably we have to do multipath to fix the problem. That's why I did it the key way I did drew it in the sketch, and this guy I'm gonna do it manually here. On that face, I will sketch here, exit. Actually, you know what? Let me undo this thing, Control Z, because I want to symmetrically pattern. So in the part in the body 2 that I am, I select the XY plane, and on it I will sketch. And now I draw a circle. The size of it, we're going to ignore dimensions here. Right there, exit, and then pad it. Now this is going to get padded symmetrically up and down. I'm going to make sure it is. So I'm saying mirror extent, and let's go up to maybe 0.5. So 0.5 up, 0.5 down. So something like this. Okay, that's pretty much it. So click on the floppy. That file is going to be saved. That file which I called activity YY21. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna go to my part body. How do I go to part body? Because if I don't go to part body, anything that I do is going to be belonging to body 2. I put the cursor there, right click, define in work object, and that's going to be part body. So whatever I do is now going to go into part body. So on that XY plane, I will sketch. How about making a rectangle? Actually, I think in that problem, I'm just instead of a rectangle, I'm using a circle. In the statement of the activity, I think it's a circle. So this is going to be the steel mold. Okay, exit. This is all in the part body now. You can see that there's the sketch, and then we do a pad, mirror extent. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Actually, make it a little bit taller, 0.75, because everything that's injection molded is going to be inside of that. Okay. Now, if I want to see this thing, which and I do, I'm not going to do mirror extent, and I'm going to flip this thing down. So there we are. Okay. Now I could have done mirror extend, then I would not be able to see it, which is, actually fine. I could have done I can do the dynamic sectioning to see it, but I'll leave it like this. So the way it's done, there's actually 2 of these, one on the top, one on the bottom, and then you press it together, you bolt it down, and then there is a gate here. You inject the polymer through it. All right, so that's pretty much it, except that we have to do a Boolean operation. So there is the Boolean operation, and I'm going to do a remove. Read this thing carefully. It says remove. Now, I want to remove body, this body. Where's that body here? Body 2. And when you do body 2, when you select this body 2, it's going to remove it from the next thing, the next body. But there is no next body, so it's going to go up. If there was a body 3, it would go remove it from body 3. But if you don't want that, obviously you're going to select that from and then go select the part. But in this case, it's automatic. Body 2, nothing after that. So go up automatically, and there we are. There we are. Okay. Now, I think in that problem, I said I also want a gate here. So while in the part body, I'm going to go and sketch. That's going to be kind of the role of the gate. So I'll make some rectangle like that. Any way you want. Okay, I'm pretty sure that these gates are usually some kind of, there are some guidelines and good practices for it, but I'll just leave it the way it is. And then you make a pocket by maybe point 1. Let's see. 0.1. See how it looks like. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. And save everything. This takes care of the activity YY21.